Okay, so if you haven't gathered, World 3 is a little different compared to the other worlds in the game. There's a little more involvement in terms of NPCs and such. So anyway, this segment here is going to include not only this stage, but a series of a few small things after it that I kind of grouped together with it, at least in my head. And I think you'll understand why once you see the progression of events. So anyway, upon exiting level 3-1, we hold down, and we're going to come to this level. There is a way to get rid of the fog in this stage, but we're not going to bother in any percent. Immediately come to the right, and we're going to jump on this spring right here, and go up here. Come to the upright. Watch out for the wasps. Their positions are random. And we're going to go straight through the grass right here. Hold up through the door. We get a cutscene. Skip it. We're going to get a couple text boxes. And another cutscene. Skip it. We're going to get 4 more text boxes. And then we're going to go hold down left and come back through the door. Hold straight down. We're going to come around this sign and hold right. Kind of stay up against the wall. Watch out for those little fish guys. Then we're going to run up this beanstalk. Be careful. The edge, is a little closer than it looks like it is on this pretty much at all times. So try to stay sort of in the middle. You can jump around and cut those corners there, like so. The positions of these bugs are random, so watch out for them. We're going to hit this spring and jump up on this tree. And then come through the door. Now, notice there's some wasps and a wasp's nest. You can try, if you want, to take a straighter path to the door by going straight down towards it. But in my experience, I usually get hit by a wasp and take damage. After you leave this stage, we're going to do something pretty unique. We're actually going to go back to World 2. We're going to hold straight up and go all the way back to this town here. So we have to get one more crystal from an NPC. Hold it down right, and we're going to go in this house right here. Talk to this NPC. We get a single text box and a crystal. Use the anywhere door, leave. That's all we need here. Hold down from here. And we're going to enter this town again. We need to go straight to that guy that we used the computer on in the previous part. We have 3 crystals in our inventory. We are going to use them. So this is a pretty interesting part. He actually gave us an item. You'll be able to see it in our inventory right here. It doesn't actually make a noise. It's the only time in the game that is a thing, and it's just worth noting to not panic if you don't hear a ding or some sort of noise from getting something. It's the only instance in the game of something like that happening that I'm aware of, at least. Anyway, after he gives you that, immediately use the anywhere door and leave. Then we're going to go back to level 3-1. So hold down and go to 3-1. We're going to hold upright and go in this direction. We're going to come to this corner and take an intentional damage boost. Now, if you use the vacuum to clear the water, you can just walk around to the location that I'm going to right now. But assuming you didn't, you're going to want to come into this teleporter here. Hold right, because if you just hold up after going through it, you'll just go right back through the teleporter. So hold right and go around. And then we're going to jump right at the edge in this direction. Get about right in front of this white thing. And use the item that the mayor gave us. It's going to make this giant floating thing appear. At this point, we want to use the shrink ray on it, which is right here. I always do that, going for the shrink ray, because I think I'm going for this because they're a similar color. Just whatever. Anyway, we're going to redeem and then use the shrink ray. It's going to shrink this object, which makes it collectible. Collect it, use the anywhere door, and leave. And that's that section of the run. It's quite a bit of information, I know, but it's all necessary in terms of progression. Unfortunately, it's also necessary to be done in the order that it was just done. I have experimented with removing steps and such, and have not had any luck. I encourage any and all experimentation, though, in regards to finding quicker ways about some of these things. It's just, I have not seen any quicker way about it where we can remove some of the steps or do them in a different order that is slightly more optimal. I've not really seen any. Anyway, on to the next level.